Hi and welcome to my channel. It's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147, and apologies for the sort of no main lighting and stuff on this one. I'm going to run through an app that was recently recommended by Margaret that I have come to love for using with my diamond painting. So apologies, you can sort of see it's looking up at my camera and stuff, but this is how I can make it clearer for you in regards to the app itself. So the app that I've downloaded is called Tiny Decisions. So it is a sort of red circle. Sorry, not a red circle. The background is red in a square with sort of a white circle with a little pointer, and it's got a little bit of blue in it. But search the App Store for Tiny Decisions and it should come up as the first one. And then this is where the camera angle becomes a lot better when it's dark. This is what the app opens up like. So I have downloaded this onto my husband's iPad because I use mine on my iPhone, but of course it's got all my wheels already set up. So just to show you what I have, let's see if it can focus on both. So I have a few different apps set up. So I have the one I kitted up this week, Evermoment Part 1. And that shows that it's blacked out the squares that I've done, and they are the sections that I have left to do, and by spinning the wheel it will pick what section I do next. I also have one called Diamond Painting To Do. So I've recently done this. This is all my smaller diamond paintings, 30 by 40 about or smaller. I've put them all into a wheel so I don't have to decide which one I want to do. And then I have one that's just titled now 16 sections. The reason being is this was the comparison that I'm doing, the couple, and the diamond painting had 16 sections to start off with. Because I've now finished that painting, I've reset the wheel and I've just named it 16 sections so I don't have to type the numbers in again. But I've got access to all of my wheels here and I can always add more if I want to. But for the purposes of this video, if it'll focus back on this screen, I wanted to show you what it looked like originally and then how you can edit it to be how you wish. You can use these decision wheels for all sorts. So it sets up with one that's just called What to Eat Tonight. You also have the option it seems like some sort of choice where 2 to 11 players put one finger on the screen and then you tap the button. Not quite sure what happens with that one. You have the option to just generate a random number between this and this. So sometimes that's handy. And then you also have a flip the coin. So you can just flip the coin for heads or tails. For the purposes of diamond painting, this is the one that I use. Okay, this is the only one that I use. Now, when you first get this, you of course need to set yourself up a wheel. If you want to keep this wheel, of course you can, and you can just choose to add a new wheel, or you can choose to edit this one. So we're going to go for add one. It comes up with a few options. So you've got what to eat, what music, stay or leave, where to travel, all sorts of different things. But for the purposes of diamond painting, we want to create a new one. And then say we have a diamond painting that we've split into, let's stick with 10 just because of the purposes of this video. I don't want you to watch me putting in so many numbers once we've done 2 or 3. You've got the point. So we'll call this a 10 section. And then quite simply, each option is a number. So first one is option number 1, then number 2, then number 3, number 4. This is why it is also quite beneficial that when you finish one, if you're doing a certain number of sections, to just rename the wheel and save it for later. It saves you adding in all these options again. So I've now added in sections 1 to 10. Okay, now every time I spin the wheel, that will pick one of those options. Now, one of the important things with diamond painting, because of course once we've completed that section we don't want the number to be picked again, is there is an option for non-repeating selection. Now that is automatically switched off. We need to switch that on. Okay, and what that will do is that will black out the option once you've chosen it. So if I hit tick, we'll end up with some form of advert. Okay, and there is our 10 section wheel. So when I click on that, that now has 10 sections, 1 to 10. I can hit on the wheel and it will choose my first square to do, or the next diamond painting I'm going to do, whatever you've set your options as. When I hit on it again, that option is now blacked out because I've already done it. So it will pick another section, in this case 7, and then I'll do it again, and again it will miss out the black ones and it will let you pick another one. So you keep going through all your sections on your diamond painting. Of course not this quick because you've got to do the section. Keep going until it's ended up picking all sections. That's the first time I've had it pick half the wheel. Once you're done, you can reset the wheel and that will bring them all back. So what I tend to do is when I'm doing one, so I'll go to the 10 section, I'll click on the 3 lines, go to the 10 section, click on edit, and I'll name it whatever my actual painting is. So say it's an Ever Moment, let's just call it EM, and class that as done. And that is now ready for my canvas. I will then, as I've said before, choose a button. It's giving me number 2. I'll do that section. I'll choose another button and it will pick number 7. You can move between wheels, no problems at all. And it will keep your selections saved until you choose to reset the wheel. Once I've done all the sections that it's chosen, and the painting is finished, I will then rename it again back to the likes of 10 section. Just so that I know when I next go to do a painting, that is what that wheel is called, and I can reuse it countless times. Of course, I'd need to reset it. So I hope that helps anybody who wants to create themselves wheels for this. What else have we got? Yes or no? Oh, so that's just got 2 options, yes or no. So it can be quite fun to have some wheels set up for different things. You can always go through the different sections. You've got one here, what colour? So at the minute that's got red, blue, green. Maybe if you're working on a small diamond painting, you might want to make that DMC numbers. Pop in the DMC numbers if you're painting. Maybe a special diamond painting. So maybe that would be good for you to pick which bag of diamonds to do if you do the whole lot of colour. There's a few different options for them. As I say, I currently have one that's called 16 sections. I have my Ever Moment that's current part 1, and I have my diamond painting to do, and I can flip between any of those. So when I move back to my Ever Moment one, it's still blacked out on what I have and haven't done until I reset the wheel. Diamond painting to do. So what I can do with this, of course, it will black out any one that I've completed, and I can add when I want to. So if I get another diamond painting in, I can add to that selection and that will still stay on that wheel. Let's actually test. This is one thing I've not had to do yet. So if I go for the 10 section and I get it to choose a couple of options. So we've got it to choose 9. We've got it to choose 10. Okay, so I've now had 2 options that will be blacked out. If I now go in to edit this. What are you doing? Sorry, my niece just dropped off cheesecake. Okay, so I've selected 2 options and let them black out. Let's add another option. In fact, let's add 2. Why not? So we'll add 11 and 12. and see what it looks like. Wonderful. So that's what I was hoping, and that's what this app does, which means it's perfect. So what I've done is I've gone from the 10 section, I've done a couple. So if you use it like I do for diamond paintings, so diamond paintings in my stash, which one to do next, even though I may have kitted up a couple and planned a couple, I can still add to that selection without messing up the ones that have already been blacked out. So you may decide to do that. If you do find that your wheel gets too busy, it's not that one, it's that one, you may decide that actually, so hang on, which numbers did it select? So it's already selected, no, I don't want to rate you at the moment. So we've already selected 9 and 10. So if I go into edit and just remove number 9 and then go back to it, the number 10 is still blacked out. So you can go in and remove some if you find your diamond paintings are getting too full, if that's what you plan on using it for. But I suggest that you have as many wheels as possible for as many different things as possible, because it's fun. Basically, and this is great because I was using the pieces of paper folded up in a tub beforehand, whereas now it doesn't matter how many paintings I'm doing in the section method, I can put as many as I want into this app. So anyway, I hope that video was helpful for some people that have maybe just sort of started this. I'm pretty sure it's available across all devices, though I don't know because I do only use Apple. But you can add multiple wheels. You can add some for things that aren't diamond painting, or of course you can add them for diamond painting themselves, and you can flip between those wheels as well. There was something else, oh, that was it. What you need to remember, and this is the key one for it to black out, is to toggle that switch so that it won't repeat the same selection. Otherwise, you will just have a wheel, and especially when you get near the end of your painting, it will never black out if you don't have that toggled. So that's my biggest tip, toggle that. But yeah, I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon.